Good mornings, my CMIT RELA students. Pay no attention to the time. This is a recap of day one of our RELA experience. Okay, I have a schedule that makes it so a couple of classes I will be the teacher every other day. But in any event, I also noticed that, you know, you say different things. Well, I already knew that. Say different things as the class goes on, but I wanted one video to capture what we did on day one. And then I'm also going to make a video for day two so that you have the instructions that I'm going to give, and then everybody gets the same thing, because like the one class, they wouldn't stop talking, and then I had to rush, and I didn't like that. So this video, I don't have to rush. There's nobody in the room. That's fine. So we're always gonna have a do now. I'm not gonna put those in the video, but this one's in the video. So we wrote about this. So when you come into class, come in quietly. But let's talk about our learning adventures from day one. Okay. So we went over the classroom rules. What are the classroom rules? They are: number one, do not speak out of turn. Number two, don't give up. Number three, be responsible for your own learning. That means ask questions. Keep trying, don't give up. And then number four, we help each other. So I already am grading and noticing we have some ones and some twos. Not really any threes yet because I gave you a huge assignment. And so that's okay. So we're going to help each other. And if there's only ones and twos in the class, then I'm going to be the main speaker. But when we get some threes, then we're going to get into the group work, and hopefully class gets even more fun. Even more fun. All right. So what was your task today? It was an about me task. I asked you to write a 5-paragraph essay introducing yourself to me, and I gave you the example. My own example would be father, teacher, musician. And then I would write a 5-paragraph essay that included that title, individualized to capture the content of the essay. It doesn't have to be the 3 words, Some of you did follow that format, and that's okay, Just don't title it about me or essay or something like that, which doesn't capture any of the content, but only the style. No, we want your title to capture, in an engaging way, something about what you'll be writing about. All right, then what we're gonna, then I ask you to write an introductory paragraph that captures each aspect of the essay, and 3 body paragraphs that capture each aspect of your life individually. So my first body paragraph for my essay would have been about being a father. I would have told you about Noah and Lillian and Evelyn. I would have told you about my wife, Jasmine, and, our 9 years so far of marriage and all of that. You would have gotten to know me in that way as a father, in that first body paragraph. My second body paragraph would have been about being a teacher. I would have told you about Ferndale and Chesapeake and Hartford Tech, these places that will always have a, part of my heart that I went and taught at, these high schools. And then I would have told you about when I came to CMIT and the first month when I was teacher of the month. See, I didn't even say that in class. And I would have told you about switching to being a STEM coordinator, or I would have picked a few of those things. As you can see, I have a lot to say. And then my third body paragraph would have been about being a musician. I might have said something about my YouTube channel, or the instruments that I can play, or the concert that I played at Wendy's when I was in high school, or the other concerts that I've played throughout my life. And you would have got to learn about me. I would have started singing because it's not a multimedia essay. But anyway, those would be my body paragraphs. And then the conclusion paragraph, I would have restated the content of the essay. It's similar to the introduction paragraph, but in a summary fashion. I'm kind of taking each introductory sentence and rephrasing it to close out the essay. So as I asked you to do this, I wasn't looking for correctness. This is an assessment grade. This is a pre-assessment grade. So it's one of the only assessments you'll get in here based on completion. All you had to do is try so that we know where we're starting out at. And thank you, everybody, every class, for giving me your effort. You know, I don't know if everybody was your best effort, but most people. So thank you. All paragraphs should be 6 to 8 sentences long. If you have a 5-sentence paragraph, but it captures everything you need, hey, that's fine, but just be able to show the evidence. Spelling should be correct or underlined if you tried. So, I know we can't all spell everything, but there's a difference between knowing that you spelled it wrong versus I think it's right, So I was saying, if you know you spelled that word wrong, just underline it, and I wouldn't take any points off. Okay. And then I told about necessary. I cannot spell that word. Let me necessary. See, that's how I spelled necessary, and it's wrong. How do you spell necessary? It's necessary. Come on, Mr. Field. Okay. Oh, I put any and NEC. You don't need to see my struggle with the word necessary. All right, so anyway, and then proper grammar to the best of your ability. So, and we're going to be talking about grammar in here. I have plans for that. So I just wanted to see where you are with that. Make sure you're paying attention to that, and neat handwriting to the best of your ability. So I'm assessing all these aspects with these essays that I'm grading. Okay, I wanted you to use the entire time given to write independently. And if you feel that you've done all you can do, begin revising your work. This means rereading it, finding words, phrases, and thoughts that you want to change, add, or delete. So this part, I didn't say this, that's revision. And we're even gonna pay attention to that, because when I ask you guys to give each other feedback, that means, you got to reread the work to a partner or have them read it. And they're going to be looking for words, phrases, thoughts they can change, add, or delete. That's giving feedback to make it better, of course. All right, so that's what we did on day 1. And I'm going to make a short little video for each day that captures the instruction that I would give instead of just stand up there in front of the class, although I may do that too. Okay, and that way we all have everything that we did. See you in class.